Hello and welcome back to 31 Nights of Horror here on CineQuest Video. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about 1988's Pumpkinhead. When Ed Harley's young son is killed in a tragic accident, grief turns into vengeance. Desperate Ed turns to a local witch who warns him revenge comes at a terrible price. Using dark magic, Ed resurrects a corpse into Pumpkinhead, a massive, spinely demon born to exact brutal justice on those responsible. The monster wastes no time. One by one, the teenage campers connected to the accident fall victim to Pumpkinhead's wrath. But as Ed experiences each killing through the creature's eyes, he realizes there's no stopping it, and anyone who interferes becomes marked too. The final showdown forces Ed to confront the terrifying truth. He and Pumpkinhead are linked. To stop the killing spree, Ed must make the ultimate sacrifice. In a fiery, tragic climax, Ed dies alongside the monster, leaving the survivors shaken but alive. And the witch reminds us that vengeance never truly dies. Equal parts gothic horror and tragic fable, Pumpkinhead proves sometimes the scariest monsters are the ones we unleash ourselves. Some of the standout moments in this film, I'm a big fan of witches. In this film, we get the witch who is lit by a fire, and we only see kind of like her profile. The part where she's like doing the summoning ritual, and the first reveal of Pumpkinhead stalking the victims. Those are great moments in this movie. Watching this again recently, I felt that some of these people who were marked for Pumpkinhead's vengeance may have been a little much, because I feel like Ed went a little too. Obviously, Ed realizes he's gone a little too far because there's really like just one person responsible for this, and it was an accident. I just looking back, I was like, this whole situation that they're in, it was an accident. But there's just one guy who took it too far and didn't want to get blamed for, unfortunately, unaliving this kid by hitting him with his motorcycle. That he wanted to just forget it ever happened and leave the kid for dead, even though the rest of them kind of had a better head on their shoulders and were trying to help the kid. Even tried to help Ed. One of them stayed behind with the kid to kind of offer Ed help, and Ed obviously just refused and wanted to go and find the switch immediately, right? Because whatever was going on in his mind, that all he wanted was revenge, and that's all he sought out. I felt kind of bad for some of the other people because they were kind of innocent in this whole thing, and they were kind of being held. They were pretty much being held hostage by the person who didn't want, who wanted to just leave it all behind and forget it ever happened. As he didn't want to go to jail, right? Because he had been to jail before, so he's gonna probably get it worse. But for some reason or another, like, I was just like, man, that one guy who committed the actual deed should have gotten it worse. And he does, but I feel like everyone else around him just kind of got caught, and they were just in the way of Pumpkinhead. Unfortunately, they face his wrath, they face his vengeance, and oh well. Pumpkinhead, still classic film. It looks great. The Pumpkinhead looks awesome. The practical effects are great. I have not ever seen any of the sequels, which I'm probably going to remedy that soon enough. This one still stands as a standalone classic, I mean, I think most people I've come across have noticed that they know the image of Pumpkinhead, which is crazy, because it's not a character that really does much other than kill. And obviously doesn't say anything, but just the imagery of Pumpkinhead just looks really fucking cool. Pumpkinhead, definitely worth a rewatch if you have seen it already, because actually it's worth many rewatches. It's a really good movie. And if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It is on Tubi, and I think it's been there for forever by this point. If you have seen Pumpkinhead, definitely let me know what you thought about it in the comments. And if you haven't, definitely check that out soon. Make sure and make Pumpkinhead a movie to watch this October for sure. With that in mind, be sure and follow, like, all this other stuff that's around me if you can. That would be very helpful. And stay tuned for more horror reviews for 31 Nights of Horror here at CineQuest Video. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.